back to Dangronpa Trigger Happy Havoc 1. Now, where we left off, we actually get into the game. Where we left off, hold up! Makoto almost got executed, but Alter Ego came in with the save. So let's get it. You know what? Let me grab bottled water. Is this some stupid fight? Is this some stupid fudge? Hold on. I'm taking a glove. Oh, that's it. Get out of it, said that word. You take glove. Okay. Is this some stupid virus from that stupid guy? He must have planned it when he invaded my network. Damn it all to hell. I don't believe this.
It would seem...
Seems you finally made a miscalculation. No, you miscalculated from the very beginning. What was that?
In other words...
What I'm saying is, you shouldn't have underestimated us. Why are you talking like you already won? I barely felt a thing. It was a pinch, an itch. That stupid virus is gone now, got it? And so is Makoto. Maybe I didn't get to smash him, but you'll never see him again. He'll waste away in a garbage-strewn pit. In a way, though, that's an even better special punishment. It's still not enough. I'm still not satisfied. I'm still gonna bring despair to the rest of you. Bring despair to the entire world. Okay, you God dang it. Oh, God, thank you, Jerry. It's like shouting out Muda, Muda, blah, 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 blah. Is he gone? Hey, Kyoko, what's the meaning of all this? Just what the hell is going on?
Calm down.
It's okay. We're not the ones being trapped this time.
In other words...
Now it's the mastermind that inspired the...
What did you say?
What are you talking about?
So...
You'll understand soon enough. Very soon indeed. Massive high school tower is over all the other buildings in this personal area. Hope's Peak Academy. It brings it to top. Are we at the back at the beginning? Did I get a bad end? With hundreds of years tradition, it seems the cream of the crop and the worst for every year. It was built to raise hopes in its nation's futures, which makes Hope's Peak a pretty fitting name. There's two things you need to attend this school. One, you have to already be attending high school. 2, you have to be the very best at what you do. Call me the ultimate weeb because god dang I have a lot of wifeys. Wait, is there ultimate weeb? I'm just gonna search that. Don't mind me. Because there might be a bit of somewhere out there. When I searched up Ultimate Weeb, Hifumi showed up. And standing at this gate, the ultimate school will be filled with me. What? Where am I? I woke up with my head resting at the top of a hard wooden desk. My body felt heavy. It wouldn't be weird, because for me to sound off in the middle of some boring class or whatever. Okay. What the heck is going on here? Finally. I can feel my mind and body start to come together again. Hey, it's the freaking rocket ship that was used in the prologue execution. And then I was woke. Or was this just another dream? A dream inside a hopeless nightmare? No, this isn't a dream. I could tell because the stench invading my nostrils was too powerful. What an awful smell. As in a vast dark cavern with the barest hint of light seeping in. Trash was piled high and across the area. This must be some kind of underground garbage pit. A heck of a situation I found myself in. But that was just the beginning of my problems. Was I going to be stuck in there till I wasted away and died? No, I can't let that happen. Not after what my good friend went through to save me. I remembered all too well how that happened. Alter ego saved me. And he used up the last bit of his strength to do it. So I can't give up now. For myself and for my friends. And with that, my pursuit of survival began. First was to start looking for a way out. Woo! Desk you fell on. This is a desk. It's probably the one that fell down with me. A rocket ship. That's a rocket and a tank. Better not think too much about what I'm seeing down here. Is that an airplane? Oh, something like that wound up in the school's garbage pit. Alright. Wow. No matter how many times I pushed or pulled or kicked at it, it didn't bulge. Getting out of here isn't gonna be that easy. If I'm not getting out of here anytime soon. But it's all rotten. I was about to say, Makoto, this food is old. But that was pointless too. Next I search for some water. How can I be sure which liquids I can drink and which ones are around that? I got some water here, but it's only for emergencies if my throat gets dry. I don't want to stop streaming because my throat gets dry. Again, pointless. I feel like I'm blocked in on all sides, but that's still not enough reason to give up because I'm still alive. And as long as I'm alive, I'll never give up. After making that proud declaration, the next thing I decided to do was go sleep. My sleep was okay, guys. I'll be back. Pause. because my sleep was deep and uninterrupted. That was the only way to preserve what little strength I had left after not being able to drink or eat. I can't be sure, but I think at least a full day has passed. And all I did was sleep and sleep. It felt like I was waiting for some kind of sign to come falling from the sky. However, what fell from the sky wasn't a sign, not exactly. What the? That strange sound pierced my silent isolation, jarring me awake. As I watched the pile of garbage jolted and formed an odd shape. Did something fall over there? Hello? I carefully stretched my hand out towards whatever it was. Tumbled down here.
Just a second.
A giant piece of trash? Rude. Well, that's what you... No, you don't. Kyoko! You know that was wrong. Freaking telling me... Trying to blame the culprit on me. Freaking switch it around. I say I'm forgiving you for that. I don't care if you were planning to stop whatever.
It smells
This
awful.
Kyoko!
Indeed.
You look like you're doing better than I expected. What are you doing here? Isn't it obvious? I'm here to help you. But how did you get here? I'm glad to hear that, Kyoko. You got a bit of garbage here. She gave her head a quick, sharp shake to get rid of the trash, then faced me again.
Hey.
First, I have something for you. Go ahead, eat it. Then we can talk once you're finished. Arigatou gozaimasu! I snatched the bread and water. Within 10 seconds, it was in my mouth and making it towards the way to my stomach. Ooh, that really hit the spot. Now I got all this energy, I need to keep going. So let's get dry. So you still haven't given up then? Of course not! After all, the fact that I can keep going forward is about all I'm good at. Well, that's not such a bad idea to be good at. Alright, Kyoko, let me give you a tour of my house. You see, I got a rocket-in tank, desk, garbage, plane. But Kyoko, why did you come to rescue me? To pay a debt, or no, to atone.
You.
To end your trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything. So you knew that I knew that you knew that you were lying. So I knew that you knew that everyone else didn't knew. Okay, I should stop.
Indeed.
But even though I knew, I did nothing to help you. I abandoned you. Don't say that. You didn't abandon me. I mean, Ricardo kind of did. Tried to pin the blame on you. No, that's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life. You were trying to save me, and I couldn't bring myself to do the same for you. Why didn't we just blame it on Yasuhiro? That seems like the most easiest thing to do. I mean, Yasuhiro could be a good sacrifice.
However...
But listen, not that I'm trying to make excuses, but there were reasons I had to survive. I really am sorry. Alright. Why did you need to survive? Why did you have to survive?
It's true.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you everything. The reason I had to survive is to be continued in the next episode of Dragon Ball. I'm just joking.
In other words,
it's so that I could do what I came to the school to do. Oh, sorry. And so I can do what I can to the school. What? I made up my mind to come to Hope Peak for one very important reason. So you have a reason to for coming to Hope Peak?
Indeed.
That's right, at least I did once. Until recently, I forgot what it was. You forgot about that. I had no memory of what my purpose was. Then, it's really true. You lost your memory.
Makoto.
Do you remember, Makoto? Do you remember the first thing that happened to each of us as soon as we arrived in school? First thing? You're talking about when we fainted, right? I fainted, and when I woke up, I was trapped here.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself. Disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at this point, my memory was gone. And at that time, I forgot it. You couldn't remember why you come to the school, and I couldn't... But what would make you forget all that? Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine. It happens by chance. It seems much too convenient. Are you saying because you think you lost your memory?
Indeed.
I don't think. I'm positive. It was the work of the mastermind. They stole my memory. But why would they want to do that? There's only one reason I can come up with. Because of my purpose and my ability. Somehow, it would interfere with the mastermind's plan. So the mastermind just stole them from you?
However...
And it could also mean, somehow, my memory My, my memories may be connected to the mystery of school and the mastermind, which is why I have to get them back. That's why I've been investigating things by myself this whole time. But if what you say is true, why didn't you ask the rest of us to help
Why
you?
is that?
If I didn't, and we all worked as that, the mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, there's always a chance that the mastermind is actually one of us.
Correct.
Well, don't make it too big of a deal. It's just a possibility. But since it is a possibility, we can't ignore it, right? Mastermind, one of us. She believed that, and... Alright. And of course, she couldn't trust anyone around her. In which case, it only makes sense.
However,
that being said, there was a limit I could do by myself, which is why I asked you to help. Is to shit, I skipped over stuff. But why me? Because among everyone, you were least likely to be the mastermind. That was my intention. But what if it was the mastermind? What if it was the mastermind? The main character being the mastermind? I see. The intuition was right, though. There's no way an ordinary kid like me could be the mastermind.
I understand. I should understand everything. My goal isn't to get out of here.
That's the voice actor of Makoto. Because that voice sounds oddly familiar. Who's... Brian Pent. You... What else did Bryce Papenburg play? Because his... Holy crap, he played, freaking he played Shiro, Emiya, Kirito, he played Ren, played in that guy from, I think Kite's his name, from, Dot Hack, Aaron. You played Caesar? Caesar! Holy crap, he played Caesar!
It's to stay here.
Yeah. Why didn't you just freaking... You have the same voice actor as freaking Shiro, Emiya, or Aaron. You would have the same power. You could turn into a Titan release your noble phantasm. I'll do some harmon training. Ooh, what did just
Listen.
happen? Daijoubu. Are you okay? Oh, yeah, it's nothing. It is nothing, right?
Hey,
Even now, I still trust you, you know? It's just, I'm not used to relying on
Correct.
others. I know I never asked you for your help right away, so understand if you're not convinced. Honestly, I was convinced. I think that just her personality. I better talk to Kyoko. You said you had a...
so...
Ow.
So...
I was finally able to recall my purpose and my ability. You're the ultimate smarty person, Pants. Obviously, you're obviously an ultimate freaking detective or some crap. My ability, whatever everyone should know me for. I'm the ultimate detective. Anyone could have said that. Only detectives would confidently touch dead bodies and crap. And wouldn't get scared of blood. I watched Detective Conan. That person doesn't get scared of blood. They won't touch a dead body. The ultimate detective?
Correct.
The reason I came to Hope's Peak Academy was there's someone I had to find. You had to find someone? Who?
So...
Well, it was the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. The headmaster? Why did you want to find the headmaster? Because he's my father. What?
In other words...
I was separated from him as a child. And it turns out, he became the headmaster of Hope's Peak. I wonder if I still have my truth bullet. Yeah, I still have... So the investigation isn't over. Is the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster? Then that explains. When Alter Ego told us, he thought the headmaster was involved. I'll find a way.
Huh?
No matter what it takes, I will
No
find
matter
the headmaster.
what?
No matter the cost.
So,
Kyoko, what's going on? My memory hadn't come back to that point, but when he said that, I felt strange. It makes perfect sense now. Of course, since my whole purpose for coming here was to find him. That makes sense.
However...
But listen, Makoto, I want to make this perfectly clear, so there's no misunderstanding. I said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect him. I only said that to feel based in what I seen. And when I stuck it there, alright, I better see. Why? Because I'm 35 minutes in. Then, what did you see in there?
So...
The room has been ransacked. The shelves were a mess. Drawers dumped on the floor. The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything was has been in there. You mean the mastermind,
It's
right?
true.
That was my assumption, yes. And to confirm my suspicion, I decided to investigate the second floor of the dorm room using the key I found. But why? Why there? because I also found this in the headmaster's thing. Is there some kind of map? I have a map too! Well, it's not an access now. But I have a map. Y'all just could have asked me, and I'll freaking.
Indeed.
It's a layout of the entirety of Hope's Peak Academy. I found it in the headmaster's room, along with Mukuro's profile and that key. The map showed that the second floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty. Some of the staff must have stayed overnight from time to time. And I figured the headmaster would have some kind of private room there. I assume that if that was the truth, that room would likely hold more clues than I want
Correct.
to check. That's when I finally remembered. I remembered that my purpose was to find the owner of that room. So you went in there to see if the headmaster really had a private room
However,
there? Once I got to the second room... Pardon.
however,
There were no cameras or no monitors. So what is it like, the part of the school? I mean, it's hard to describe. All I can say, the moment I saw it, I realized whatever is going on in this school, it's more horrific than we ever imagined. What do you mean?
So,
I can't explain it. You need to see for yourself, and I'm sure you'll get a chance soon enough.
however,
What was going on? It had nothing to do with Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student lying hit by
however,
Just to be perfectly killed. Just to be perfectly killed. Give me 1 sec. That's the sound of the water bottle. Yeah, I'll switch water. To be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her. And I know it wasn't you either. But yeah, y'all wanted to say, oh, you don't have a strong enough alibi, so you must be the killer. You must shut up, Yakia. There ain't no killer. I'm the main character. Main characters can't die. Unless it's the last thing. Last thing. Everyone but you and me had an alibi. So then, who did kill her?
anyway,
What I can say for sure is that the mastermind is directly involved. To begin with, the point of the clash trial of Mukuro Ikusaba was to get me killed. Get you killed?
indeed,
I stole that key and disappeared, and in retaliation, they wanted to draw me out and eliminate me.
correct,
That was the point of the clash trial. It was? The mastermind knew they couldn't interfere directly. You mean because of the school
that's right,
regulations? Not bad, was it? You see. What's the matter take place? Exactly. Oh, it was the fourth one. And then more work.
In other words,
The mastermind is adamant about following the rules, and with the rules in place, they couldn't step in. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they tried to use the class trial to do it. The mastermind couldn't step in because of the rules. That makes it sound like the mastermind themselves is somehow bounded by the school regulations.
Hey.
There's one thing I like to point out about what's that? There was a point where Micro Man Micro Man not have become the victim. It could have been you, Makoto. Can we just get out of this garbage? No. I could have been the victim?
Indeed.
You know what I'm talking about, right? What do you mean? During the night, Rey Mysterio came in. I can hear them, you know? The footsteps of the God of Death. What? I can hear the God of Death as he moves.
Anyway.
Which is exactly what happened with you. I was in the door and in a sudden sense of dread, I looked down the stairwell. And I saw a white shadow across the corridor. I gave them the chase right away as I followed her. I saw the shadow go into your room.
Correct.
And I saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course.
However,
That was the end of things, of course. I stopped them, but that led to wherever the mask was silent, or we ended up dead.
correct.
The murder was disguised, and the JoJo key wound up in my room. It has to be the work of Mastermind. Can we just get out?
Indeed.
I don't have conclusive evidence, but that's what I think. But if really bad, if it's true, it means the Mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it. Wait, does that mean they can create another contradiction? The Mastermind wanted to use Clash Royale to try and get you killed because they couldn't interfere?
Correct.
You're right. And this is a contradiction. Not just with Mikuro. They did a Clash Royale to kill me, but seems like they were ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction. So what does it all mean?
In other words,
It means the Mastermind is the one who's been cornered.
Makoto.
Just a little more. A little more, and I should be able to figure out the Mastermind's identity. The identity of the other ultimate betrayer. Also ultimate betrayer? There's no doubt that Luca was the ultimate despair, and that she's dead. But I don't think the ultimate despair is just one person. That could be a whole freaking game. It could be two people.
Indeed.
Just think about it, the ultimate despair seems incorrect.
That's right.
What happened a year ago? The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Tragedy? Hold on, give me 1 second. The tragedy, who's ever responsible for that, they're the ultimate despair.
It would seem...
that despicable group, whoever only purpose is to motivate, comes from despair. Then they are...
Indeed.
Make no mistake. They're the root of all evil that has been forced us to go through this. That is the ultimate despair, and our real enemy. $100. I feel like I already got that item. Ultimate despair. A group of people who caused the tragedy over 1 year ago. The same people who put this killing game and began broadcasting it around the world. The most desperately awful group of us people ever. That is the mastermind's true identity. The identity has finally been revealed. Oh, not really. But right now.
Anyway.
Right now we have to get out of this horrible place. Yeah, it took us 54 minutes to get out of here. Figuring out the rest of the story can come. Yeah, you're right. This locked, but we have to open this door. Kyoko, don't you have a treat? Monokuma's secret tool that you got from the headmaster?
Indeed.
Of course I do. It's absolutely a vital part of ensnaring the mastermind. I would never part with it. And it can open the doors.
That's right.
That's right. How do I open it? Hey Kyoko, can you use that key to open this door, right?
It's true.
Let's find out. And then it would be funny if the key didn't work. Yes, it opened.
Indeed.
Now we can get out of here. Let's go. Quickly opened the door and made our escape from the garbage pit. Finally, we are finally free. But there wasn't even time to breathe of relief, because the real fight has just begun. Ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate despair, ultimate execution, ultimate death. Or you could just say Chapter 6. After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in the tunnel extended straight up like a chimney. There was a metal ladder leading up into the tunnel. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface. Hey. Thank you, game, for censoring stuff so I don't get banned or reported or whatever. We climbed into darkness. The passage was so dark and cramped I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. I had no idea we were so far down. Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you. Yeah, perfect catching range. Yeah, I'll be careful. But now that you say that, I'm kind of getting nervous. Maybe talking will keep my mind off it. So Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So, how long have you been doing this detective work? How long?
So...
Ever since I can remember. I came from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. That's the game I'm reading for me. There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family has always seen it in that way. Then is your family famous? Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us. But how come? Is your family tradition, right? So
right.
Because we take pride in it. Pride?
Indeed.
A detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. That's how we can uncover the absolute truth. We stand neutral in all things. And to do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society. Which is why we've made conscious whatever, a conscious effort. I just need water to give me energy. And with water, don't want to stop streaming. Ah! I can feel it in my gut. We're close to the end.
It's true.
Kind of old-fashioned, but I can't say it's entirely rational. But it's our family creed. Pride. Alright. Okay.
However...
And yet, I gave up on some of that. Huh? In order to enter Hope's Peak, I've had to reveal myself to school. I did it knowing it was a true Kirigiri detective would never do. But the reason... Alright, they're just having a conversation, so let's go. Just talk about pride in the family, I do not care! I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence. And after I was... Alright, I'll skim through it. She was talking about her dad, her family, and all that. And finally reached the top. Indeed. Like this is it. On the other side of the door, Hope's Peak is waiting for us.
That's right.
Back. Remember the hatch on the ground near the trash can. I'm fairly certain this is where we'll come out. I unlocked it earlier, so it should open without much trouble. Oh, here there's nothing. Looks like we're back. But I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted. Can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out from there. Now we're back in Hill Sea. Kyoko, thank you. I would have never gotten out of there without you. No thanks necessary. I was just returning the favor. Oh my god, Makoto, decided on yourself. So, now what do we do? I'm glad I didn't die, of course, but if the mastermind finds out, I'm worried about you. You helping me. Hold up. Bam. And I'm worried about you. You helped me, so they might...
Listen.
You're worried? Yeah, of course.
So then...
Well then let's just get a concrete answer.
In other words...
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping. Wait, that's...
However...
We tried to hide. It's only a matter of time till we're found out. It's not like we can run away. As she said that, she pointed to the nearby surveillance camera. So, rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now. Don't worry, what you think is gonna happen is
Because...
The mastermind isn't snarled. You said something like that before. What does it mean? It means
so...
he's been exposed during the investigation into Mukuro's death. Was that the moment when the mastermind let the guard down? It was?
Right.
If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it.
Indeed.
Monokuma should be in
Shall we go?
Let's get going.
Just a second.
You realize that's the girl's bathroom. What are you expecting from me?
Shall we go?
Where's this stuff now?
Shall we go?
freaking love when that happens. Yeah, what happened to...
Just a second.
What business do you have in my room? The gym is where we need to go.
Shall we go? Shall we? Shall we go?
Oh, it's nighttime, so everyone's knocked out. Oh, it's all the way down here.
Makoto.
I'd rather not find out about your strange hobby soon after saving your life.
Makoto.
Oh, I was talking about that. Alright, to the gym. Rather not find out about your strange hobby.
Well now.
Hey! Yoko, I don't mind so much. But Makoto's supposed to be dead! What? What's he doing here? That's exactly how I thought he would act. Are we really gonna be okay? You were supposed to be punished! Did Kyoko help you?
What?
So what if I said... Hey, what if I did? What will you do? If the guilty party is thrown during that class trial, they alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule.
Making me angry!
Oh, now I gotta punch you again. Punish you again. And this time, I won't leave anything to chance. Kyoko, do whatever you feel you have to. What?
However,
But before you do, let me say one more thing.
now,
If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that doesn't matter to you, right? Huh? I lose?
Hey!
You! Explain yourself! What do you mean by that?
because
Well, you set up this latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill me.
in other words,
I was supposed to be chosen as the Blackened, and then executed, right? Hey! What are you talking about?
however,
But when Makoto chose to overlook my law, your plan came crashing down. The result of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting, because you never imagined that in that position, one person would protect another.
right,
And in response to that unexpected development,
indeed,
you reacted by proclaiming Makoto the Blackened and trying to execute him. You made this choice, the choice out of desperation. No more than that. You must have realized that, Makoto, who refused to be manipulated was a threat to you as well.
however,
But there was another unexpected development waiting for you. Entirety that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your position. You should be the last of that. Ortega. Never imagined the possibility of a of a being that could come to your aid even after you so-called killed it.
Am I wrong?
But here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Mukuro, you did.
Listen to me.
So executing Makoto for it would be purely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the Blacken is exposed, they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right? And that means I lose? You talk a big game. You're saying the Blackened is me and not Makoto.
Well?
And you can prove this, right?
Well,
No, I can't. But Makoto can. Makoto, tell him. We're not in class styles. Oh. Don't just say it. Don't just say it like that. What is this? A comedy routine? To make such a bold claim without a shred of evidence?
that doesn't matter.
I don't have any right now. But with a little more time, I'll guarantee I'll
That's
find
right.
them. Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there's only one absolute truth. And you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective.
Because
If Makoto really was the killer, he would have never come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. He would have been gripped by the despair you love so much to
However-
inspire. But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts.
What the heck?
And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence?
indeed,
It's not you I'm trying to convince.
hey,
If you were to execute Makoto, now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased. Huh?
indeed.
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. They would assume that you killed him because what we said is
Listen to
exactly
me.
right. The spirit can never kill hope.
Hey,
Of course. You can say we're just making it all up, and you're welcome to prove us wrong. You mean they have no choice but to prove? Because if you killed Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. If you want to earn our despair, fair and
that's
square,
what we have to do.
and I suggest you take my advice. So, what is this advice of yours?
It's true.
To do Mukuro's trial over again. Only this time, you follow the school regulations and ensure a fair trial.
It's time for one last showdown. One final battle between hope and despair. Hey,
Well, that would make a proper climax, wouldn't it, you say? A fair trial? One last showdown? In other words, this would be our chance to expose the true identity of Mukuro's killer, of the mastermind itself. Interesting.
Barrett!
Very interesting indeed. Okay, Teddy. Very? God dang, you are giving off the same...
What's wrong?
Oh, I was getting bored. So I decided to change things up a little. So, time for a bear joke. This is pretty unbearable. What you're suggesting might be possible. It would certainly make one honey of a climax.
In other words,
Does that mean you're...
You guys!
If we do things your way, that will be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And it will cause you unbearable despair. Hold up. Unbearable despair. Right? And I'm prepared to agree to your terms. Will your hope win out, or will my despair claim a victory?
I can barely contain myself!
Let's have one final grisly showdown. She agreed.
Bear it!
But this is one of the long-awaited climax. Guessing the killer is... Hold up. Alright, I'll get back to this. I have to see how long
You guys!
How sad for the final face-off. You'll have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here. All the mysteries? That's right, every last mysteries that's pouring around the school. If you can do that,
I can barely contain myself!
then that's be enough cold.
it's true.
That's what we've been trying to do all along. But you just didn't open all the fucking doors. Whoa. Okay, well good. Then let's bear it out. You can claw your way to the truth of Murkro's death. And solve the mystery of this school.
Guys!
Then you win! But if you can't do all of that, we'll face the execution, right? I can barely contain my excitement. Will you learn the whole truth of what kind of despair you will show me? As excited as you are, I'm sure.
Listen to me.
We'll uncover every last truth. How will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair?
Hey,
But before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held.
What's wrong?
I remember that for sure. So what?
Hey.
Want to confirm, that is what you said, right? And it's a true statement. You don't have to be so suspicious. I said it before, but it bears repeating. Okay, I'm getting pretty tired of these bear jokes. I think it's based off the school regulations. And having a trial for Burkrow is no exception to that, huh? Burkrow's trial is no exception. Then it's a part of the school regulation. What would have mean that whoever killed Muko? It's a very polarizing approach. I know, but okay, enough puns. Here's a hint. I'm sure you already told you this, but the killing game began with 16 students. And all of them were high school students. Wait a sec. How many students were here? One. Only 15 students. Hold on, I have to warn this if someone said. Sorry, bro. Didn't have to go out like that. Kumi killed you. Where is it? Fuck you! I wouldn't kill someone over a waifu. A 2D waifu. Like, come on, man. They had to kill him. All he wanted was his bro back. The only people taking a single step in Hunt Street Academy since the killing game began are those 16 students. What?
Listen.
Are you telling the truth? I didn't go quiet all of a sudden.
Now I'm really angry!
I'm done talking. I got nothing left to you say. So get lost, would ya? Why so mad? Seems emotionally unstable.
Hey!
Leave me alone. Get out of here. Okay, I'm going. You're really gonna let me go? I don't even care anymore. You're all gonna get your punishment later anyway. I need to start getting it ready. A super duper extra special punishment overflowing with despair.
Hey.
Come on, let's go. Okay. I wasn't gonna read. Rather the gym. I could hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. I still had my life, and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out a better way. Once again, Kyoko was in debt. I have to thank her, Kyoko. Bro, just go! Investigate! Say thanks! Kyoko, thank you for everything I have right now. It's because
However...
of you. Don't thank me, just the real battle is ahead of us. Yeah, true. And I'm sure, but still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal. But honestly, why would the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, did
So...
they? They had a choice to... They had no choice but to accept.
Because...
It's all because of that one moment. And the mastermind let the guard down. Alright, glad I accidentally hit X instead of...
So... Because...
So, when was the mastermind? So wasn't that the mastermind let the guard down? I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the headmaster said? They said they had hijacked the airwaves to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right? Yeah, that's definitely... Yeah, they definitely said that.
Listen.
And what did you think? When do you think you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, huh? I mean, the idea of actually taking over airwaves seems unbelievable.
Indeed.
You don't exactly read about something like that happen very often. Hard to imagine. In other words, that's kind of thing extremely difficult for.
However,
and yet somehow the mastermind wouldn't be able to do it.
in other words,
I'll be back. Tell me to let me work. Gotta take off my jacket. That's another way. It must be. A reason?
So...
They had to show the world something, no matter what cost. Us killing each other. And so, spam. They wanted to show that to the world.
it would seem...
And the rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed anybody.
In other words...
So the Mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that off to the world. Why?
Correct.
To prove a point, most likely. Prove a point.
Hey,
The outside world has a name for a certain concept. You're talking about hope,
that's right.
For those who represent hope to kill each other simply to despair. That's their goal. And as the ultimate despair. What? They wanted to prove that despair is better than making hope. But that's ridiculous.
It's true.
Right. It is ridiculous. It's completely irrational. Some kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would deceive. But is that really the only reason for making the rest of us
Makoto.
suffer? I know how angry it makes you, and yet that's the same motivation led to the Mastermind revealing their weakness. What?
In other words...
Because the goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world. Mastermind had to be more particular. Than it's reasonable about their own regulations. The Mastermind simply ignored their rules. This would haven't been a game, but a one-sided slaughter.
At the very least...
At least that's how those who were watching us would have seen it. That's why the Mastermind couldn't kill themselves. Any of themselves.
Indeed.
That is precisely the reason. No matter how much... Okay,
Right.
So instead of they tried to... Okay, I don't want to hear all this.
Correct. Hey,
But before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on. True, but now we know who our real enemy is. we have to do is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind. Work together with everyone.
However...
Is that really possible? Huh?
Anyway... Shall we go?
Finally! I know this is a slow-paced game, but some of the text, like... I'm gonna go back. About everyone risking their lives for the end of the year, that's right. Oh, today. Finally, we get to see Owie Day. Wait, good.
Just a second.
You realize... I don't know what you're thinking, but I don't think I'll be able to meet your expectations. Easily follows me into the boys' bathroom. This is it.
Just a second.
Is there some reason you need to search my room? For what? Oh, that's sorry. That's inside.
Hey.
I don't think she is. She needs to. Alcina has to be with me. Is this?
Hey.
Name the freaking diamond room. That's the only place I think they would be. And suddenly we were here. You again? That is he broken? It's supposed to emotional instability reach this limit. Jeez, what the heck?
However...
Ah.
Is that... Makoto?
Owie Bay!
You guys!
It is! There's no two ways about it, that's Makoto!
I bet Yasuhi was gonna... No, sorry, wrong name. Tree Man's gonna say, there has to be a ghost!
Huh? You survived?
Jeez, you're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
I hate you too, Chiaki, but I also like you. It's a hate-like relationship with you. Oh no.
I'm just asking to make sure, but you're
told
not a
you.
ghost, right?
I fucking said it! Everyone there, all my friends who had struggled together and survived. I started to tear up.
What?
Wait, what's that smell? Ah, shit.
What the heck?
Yeah, man, that seriously stinks. It's Makoto, he smells like a wet dog. Get away, shoo. And in a flash, my tears dried up. And just like that, I realized how much of an asshole all my friends are. Well, time to go take a bath.
Makoto.
There's no time to indulge his need to explain to them what happened with
Yes.
Monica. Explain what?
Hmm.
That's okay. As you hear. What if the restaurant catches you?
It's true.
It's related to... Did you turn into ghost?
But...
Does he look
Yes.
It's true.
What do you have to say? I need to tell you all the last class trial.
In other words...
We're gonna redo Mukuro's trial.
Huh?
Seriously?
How about that?
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right? No, I didn't do it. I can keep telling
Wrong.
you. Makoto isn't the killer. And of course, it's not me, or any of you. Then who is
I
it?
see.
Well, she's saying it is all the work of the doing of the mastermind.
Huh?
What you're saying, the mastermind killed Mukuro?
That's right.
There was an elaborate trap. There was an elaborate trap converted by the mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap in time and did what he had to stop
However...
it. But his decision meant that he would be the one to die.
What did you say?
Spotted the trap. Did you, Makoto? Make it sound like it was easy. I just,
However...
executed Makoto, who wasn't the black kid. That's clear violation of the school regulations. The rule states that only the black kids. That's why with them to have the trial over one more time.
Huh?
And the mastermind agreed. Does that mean they really did break the rules? They had no choice. They had no choice to agree. You used the TV broadcast to gain the levels. You didn't you?
Correct.
Very observant of you.
Naturally.
I recall what you say at the end of the class trial. You said now it's time for the mastermind deaths and start.
Don't be mean!
Hey, I'm totally in the dark here. For anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain it again later. Knowing all of this, what would we do now?
About that.
It's about who killed Mukuro, so it's our job to expose the mastermind. But there's more to that than yes. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school.
Huh?
Every last mystery? But we've been looking around all this time, and we still don't have anything.
Anyway...
You probably guessed already, but we have to. But if we lose this time, everyone dies.
Oh no!
Everyone?
I hate you!
Hey! Who said you could agree to those terms without taking the rest of us? Alright, shut up, Coco. I, meanwhile, want to get out of here as soon as possible. I don't want to live with these filthy bottom feeder peasants.
Anyway,
you already said anyway. At this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth.
Interesting.
In other words, one decisive final battle, a rather interesting development, I say. But figuring out who the mastermind is, and how they killed Mukuro, and all the school mystery. Pretty tall friggin' order. But maybe this time the trial's different. We know who our enemy is. I'm sure if we look together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve all the mysteries. I'm not so sure about that. Well, screw you, Toko. It's Kyoko. Hang on, called you Kyoko by accident. Toko by accident. Huh? I can't agree with it. Oh my god.
Anyway.
Kyoko, let's just get started with that investigation. You can't agree, why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve out all the mysteries.
Indeed.
That's what I thought at first. I'm just a Pokemon controller. Until Monokuma gave us that little hint of his. It's one of the 16.
I see.
Monokuma said that, didn't he? And Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable.
Huh?
But why?
So, in other words,
If the mastermind really is the one who killed Mukuro, as Kyoko says, then the mastermind would have set foot in this school, right?
in other words,
But according to Monokuma, only people who have set foot in Hope Peak are the 16 students who has been taking part in this kill game. Then the mastermind is... There were 15 us in the main hall at the very beginning. Add Mukuro and you got 16. So the mastermind would have been one of them.
that's right.
I mean, one of them because they did it. And those 16 people, we started out with it. Only one still alive. And those people standing right here need to continue, or do you get it now? You're saying the mastermind is one of us?
No
Wait,
way!
you're going. You can't be serious. Look, we can't say for sure that's true yet. Monokuma might have just said that to confuse
Indeed.
us. It's certainly a possibility, but only one among many. The mastermind is one of us is also a possibility. That is one possibility we can't ignore. Yeah, I mean, they are an ultimate, right? So the ultimate despair, they must be a high score. You can't say it's not possible. But if one of us was the mastermind, they have to stay controlling Monokuma somehow, right? But did you ever see anyone actually escape?
Well,
Maybe they snuck off and controlled him in secret.
but...
I don't care how sneaky you are, we would have noticed someone sneaking off that many times.
I'm right, right?
Maybe Monokuma was on autopilot. Yeah, maybe so.
This is a school. You've all probably figured this out. At this point, the killing game has now entered true ending mode. So, in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school.
Let's go, but before let me go to the bathroom before we get this finale started.
Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit.
Mako.
Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
Okay. Magnesium. I'll fail to unlock it.
That's fine.
Time to talk to... Done, we need to begin our investigation. But... I was planning on looking alone from the beginning. Oh well.
In the name of my family.
At this point, I can't rely on myself. On the Tagami blood following food.
Goodbye.
Oh,
Hey.
Indeed.
I am here, I'm just not waiting for it. That's right. With least Makoto, Hina, and me.
You know?
In that case, I'm gonna go by myself too.
Just a second.
Wait, how
about that?
Just wait and see. I'm gonna use my totally awesome spirit powers to figure out the mastermind's identity. Mastermind. Hero. That's the diamond. What about you, Hina? I guess I'll do the same thing.
But...
I mean, not that I don't trust everyone, you know?
I mean...
You have been useful. I just depended on Sakura and everyone else. You're not useless. If you hadn't been here, I would have died.
Huh?
Makoto. That's really nice of you to say. But still. I know I've mostly been totally useless. That's wrong.
Okay.
So I figured it out. At least at the very end. See ya. Alright. Let's get this. The two of us. We can make it if we try. Indeed. You should leave. Let's get this investigation on the way. So you're gonna go on your own too,
However,
right? Well, don't misunderstand. Alright, where are you? Investigate, let's go! I guess let's start by taking another look around at Makoto's island. Do take listen to... They, however, were dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife which went completely through the body. And they also have been struck in the head with the archer. Bad enough. Well, what was there? And after, and the second floor of the dorm. Alright, I'll go to the headmaster. Let me see. No, not the headmaster. Yeah, I'm just gonna use quick shot. Search the headmaster thing. This is the headmaster thing. I heard an awfully lot about it. Give me a sec. Ah, Makoto, it's you. Oh, Byakuya. There's trophies, even a shield, and a displayed case.
Come on.
Hey, Makoto.
Not possible.
Are you ignoring me? You think that's unforgivable? That's just because you are you.
Such ignorance.
Well, when we get out of here, remember this moment. Oh, you didn't say, hey, come talk to me for a moment.
Come on. Not...
Alright, here. There, let's see. What do you mean something interesting? Take a look at these. It's on the top of the pathetic off the desk. Class student registry. It contains profiles for all of us and Mukuro.
So, in other words...
Apparently, Class 78 refers to... Wait, when we found Mukuro's profile and Kyoko's in...
I see.
That's right. It also mentioned Class 78. That must be where Kyoko got that page. Since the profiles, the rest of the profiles are listed in there along with her.
In other words,
there can be no doubt Mukuro was a student here at House Peak, just like the rest of us. Mukuro Ikisaba, the 16th student, and I'm falling in my chair. Ah! The 16th student lying hidden somewhere in the school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. It seems Kyoko was in a hurry What do you mean? I'm talking about when she stole it. There's uneven tears by the way the paper has been crumpled. She must have been in a hurry. Well, since she is snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. But what's your point? She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page? Correct. Mukuro's profile actually contains 2 pages.
So in other words...
when it comes to this profile, there was information to explain every little thing. You can read, can't you? It seems you have some sort of detailed report put it together by the headmaster itself.
Interesting.
But I don't know what kind of man he was. But I was glad he left us such an interesting clue. Was half listening to Gyakyo as he skimmed through the report. Mukuro reached the cover. Mukuro reappeared suddenly in the background and into the blue burst her the alt entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now, I'm sure it's a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it was, Mukuro definitely has some sort of connection to it. I have a bad feeling about all this. I need to push forward with my research into the Ultimate Despair. I need to pay attention to Mukuro's behavior too. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Finweir. When she entered Hope's Beach, she didn't display any sign of battle wounds or scars. The fact alone just proves her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I want to believe her. She's one of my students after all. But if I decided she's danger to the other students, I will be forced to take all reasonable measures. Mukuro was a part of the Ultimate Despair. I don't think there can be any doubt about it. But what would that mean? Mukuro's the mastermind were allies? And why? Why did they kill Mukuro? Even if the headmaster seems to be afraid of what Mukuro is capable of, they would have to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Or maybe it means the mastermind is even stronger than Mukuro was.
What?
What's wrong, Makoto? Huh?
That's fine.
You seem to be lost in thought, but I should probably point out one other thing. There's another important bit of information within the file that you should note. What is it? Did you notice the picture in there? A picture of a girl perhaps you've never seen before? A girl who seems to be included as part of Class 78. That girl should be enough to figure out. That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. Further information about the story. 5.7 answer. Well, luckily I have the file here. 5.7 inches, 97 pounds. Alright. Hold on. Yeah. Can't be Makoto, 5'3". Can't be Kiyotaka, 5'9". Not you, you're 6'1", 6'2", 6'9", 5. 97 pounds now. 6 foot. 5'5". 5'6". 5'3". 5'4". 4. 6 foot 5'5". 5'4". 7. Oh my god, I think I found who the mastermind is. Oh, it's pretty obvious. It's Junko and Oshima. Oh, this trial's gonna be easy. Yeah, gave me this information. Yeah. Well, what do you think? What do you think? Are you asking me, like, if she has a nice body? Makoto!
Stop talking.
You're a hopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is, and maybe you want to keep that in mind for later. Make your way back to the corpse. Maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse, and maybe you'll think, oh, that could mean... Wait, is he trying to say there's a chance that body isn't actually Makoto's? What's he saying? Oh, that personally, well, I think that, but
it's all clear now.
so I'm trying to say, what do you think? So I'm back at being. Oh, one last thing. It's a bit of advice for me, so I should definitely take it. Right? You see, to be getting along with Kyoko, right? Right well. It's not like we're getting along, she's just done a lot to help me. But don't put too much faith in it.
In other words,
The cost of faith might be more than using it for. What if... Okay, I learned who the mastermind is, but what if Makoto was the mastermind? He's just been like freaking tricking everyone. What are you saying? This is what I say. Call it a hunch. A hunch? But my hunches tend to prove them right. That the advice is free this time. Take it or don't, as you will. I'll keep that in mind, thanks. Alright. Let's take it. Alright, got all the information from here. Now, time to go to... and towards the data center. What's on this?